we are so happy to have you guys today. Um, what we're going to be going over, as many of you know, I am leading a business course right now. In fact, a lot of you are in that business course. And so my background, just to give you a little short about me, is I'm Amy Dascola, and I'm a psychic medium and a transformational coach. And, that transformational coaching has now transformed me into a little bit of a business coach. And with that business coaching, I've been wanting to share all these great, platforms I use, all these different programs I use, because listen, I am a bargain hunter and business is expensive, right? So for a long while, I was wanting to create and build out a membership, wanting to create and build out my courses, wanting to create and build out, the ability to book and sell and have webinars online. So I looked through a bunch of different programs, et cetera, et cetera. I used Weebly for myself for, building out my website, et cetera, and then Square for my booking. And then I discovered Graphy, and Graphy is the program we're going to be talking about today. And I just want you to see how much capabilities this program has and what it can do for you. So really, I want you just to get in the mindset of thinking about, again, what your final goal is for your business. So if you are looking to teach online, if you are looking for a membership where members can go, they can have, almost like an online discussion board. If you're looking to have capabilities like this for webinars, even for lead magnets or paid courses, et cetera, and have Zoom included in it, which is unbelievable because that's a couple $100s a year at least. And then all these things together, as well as customer service where they literally walk you through every step of this. And so you can schedule calls with them. So that's why I kind of fell in love with it, because I'm pretty tech savvy, to be honest, but my ADHD and dyslexia, I need someone sometimes to just sit down with me and take it slow and figure out, okay, what exactly do I need to do step by step? So that's why I kind of fell in love with Graphy. And the coolest part about Graphy, I think, is that you can build your own app. And it's like done. Like it's literally just like, oh, okay, let me press a button. Now, I can be on the App Store. Whereas I tried to do that on my own, and I had my IT husband code and create an app. It was so funny. He created his own little, oh my God, those of you that know my Brian, he's like a master chef. So how he learned to do the app was creating his own pizza dough calculator. Like why? But yes. So anyway, so I was going to have him build out an app for me and my platform, and then found Graphy instead. So I really just want you guys to open up to the idea, okay, what am I trying to bring in for my business? What do I need? What modalities do I need? If I had a perfect world, what would I offer? So I just want you to take just a minute right now to write down best case scenario. What do you want for your business? Do you want communities? Do you want, the ability to have webinars? Do you want to have like an online classroom? And you guys know my background is a special education teacher. So it's always so important to me to continue teaching. And as we teach, the more people we reach, and therefore the more people we're able to help, and we're able to heal, and able to allow people to see their light. Because I think the entire point all of us have, and the reason we're here and in this, business that we're creating or a part of currently, is to really spread our light and to show people, you can go from A to B. And A for me was a special education teacher teaching in, high needs, high poverty areas. And now all of a sudden I, am able to empower others to see their light and see that these skill sets from A can easily be transferred into this new business of B. So I also want you to write down right now a couple things that you think make you so special and so able to show people that they can be empowered as well. So what skills are going to take you from where you were in your current job, current roles, or past roles, and allow you to see now how you can transfer those roles? So for example, some of mine were, teaching, understanding curriculum. Then I also have a marketing background. So with marketing, understanding the need of my target audience. And so in our business course, we've been talking about, last week, we were talking about the customer's pain points and who your ideal persona is and why you want to reach them and how you reach them. So understanding and transferring that knowledge, thinking about your skill set. What makes you magnetic? What skills do you have that you can offer your clients and your ideal client persona? Thinking about that is going to open you up to understanding that you do not have to be stuck in this imposter syndrome. You do not have to argue with yourself about your worthiness of what you do deserve. Because remember, when we're manifesting, we have to be able to get out of our own way to receive, right? Half the problem is us telling ourselves we're not worth it, or we shouldn't, or why we can't, or whatever that story or that spiral is. So I want you right now to write down one of those things that you constantly hear in your head, and I want you to cross it out. Okay. Mine is, and I tease with Debbie, she's in here. Mine is, I'm just a teacher. And so I tease her. And when I see her being really successful, Debbie does these huge platform readings. She's unbelievable. And I say, oh, but Debbie, you're just a teacher. Look at you now. And it always makes my heart so happy to see that. So I want you to think about, what is that one thing that repeats in your head that if you could get rid of it, it would change things. And one of the things that I had that was really stuck in my head, and it was because someone had told me I shouldn't be doing this, and I'm a rule follower. So it really permeated me, is I shouldn't be charging. This should be something I should just be giving away. This is a gift. So this is what I should be spreading, and not be charging people for readings. That's crazy. The amount of energy it takes, the amount of, impact my readings have on people. I've had to go inside and be like, yeah, this is amazing. And you are amazing. And so you transferring that knowledge and those gifts to people has a high price, because it has a high price on their life. So I rewrote it for myself. So again, I want you just opening up and understanding, okay, it's time. I'm ready to step into something. And this something is my business. And so how am I going from A to B? And what do I need to bring those skill sets from A to B? And then what do I need to get rid of, this mindset that is allowing me not to reach that ideal persona that I'm trying to serve? Okay. If you have any questions about what I just said or need any clarification, just feel free to drop it in the chat. And I just want you guys to understand, in a spiritual business or any small business, it can have so many different heads, and you almost feel like you're doing like whack-a-mole, that game, at like Chuck E. Cheese or at the boardwalk or whatever. And I want you to think about, okay, if I can just have one head for most of my systems all in one place, it's going to save you from having to play whack-a-mole to, understanding, okay, my head's in the game. I just have to focus on one thing. And I'm going to be focusing for a lot cheaper than, let's say, Kajabi, which is upwards of, could be $300 a month. Or, I have 17 different platforms and I'm making them all work together. This will allow you just to streamline into one place, so you're able to free up energy and space for other things, because that's the one problem with being a small business owner and an entrepreneur, is there's so many different things going on, and you're always going to be running into different problems that you might not have anticipated. So while we're dealing with all that, isn't it nice if we know we have one place and we have reliable people that can help us in that one place? So that is why I chose to do this webinar with Graphy, because I truly believe in the product and I believe in the ease of it. Okay. Granted, learning something new is never easy. Okay. But that's why I want you to fully see it. You know, as a teacher, I want you to see all parts of it before you make a decision about what you may or may not want to use. Okay. So I am going to turn it over, and if you guys have any questions, and you please put it into the chat throughout this, and we can go back and forth and answer the questions as well in there. But I would like to turn it over to Harsh, and he will tell us what is next.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. So I'll start by presenting my screen and helping you people out to understand what Graphy actually does for the people who are looking to start their online business, right?
Yes.
So I'll just share my screen. If my screen would be visible to you guys, just type yes on the chat. Just give me a second. Please, can
Yes.
you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah. So just to help you out, just to give you a context about Graphy, as Amy has already described it in I would say in detail, right? So Graphy is basically one of those platforms where we are helping out the creators who are planning to start their own business, not like restricting themselves just being a teacher, as Amy told in her conversation that I am a teacher, right? Right, Amy? So just to scale that part and like start their journey as a business owner, or I would say an entrepreneur, right? To start their things online, Graphy is one of those platforms where we are providing you complete support, or we use in that particular term that one stop solution to start their online business, where you can do course creation, community feature, marketing aspects, integrations, and as Amy said about Zoom license. So we have integrated all those aspects which you will be might be spending differently, or creating a heavy investment in terms to start those things and get the results. And that is where Graphic comes to make your life much easier, right? So if you guys can see my screen, this is basically a basic website which I have created from Graphy platform, right? So I'll just deep dive in each of every aspect of Graphy. What are the benefits, or what are the key aspects which Graphy is providing step by step? And any issues or something, like I think Vignesh, if you can just like help me out with the chat part, because I'll be sharing the screen and like giving the demonstration. I'll not be able to like uh, hover back to like chat and everything, if you can help me out, right?
Yes, yes,
So I'll,
definitely.
I'll I'll just like start by giving you an idea. This is basically a platform where I have done no customization. Amy, you can see it's a very basic website, right? You can do your own branding here as well. Graphy provides you as that as well. Because let's suppose, guys, if you have your own brand and your own logo, right, you will be looking forward to showcase to the public, right? Your target audience should know about what your brand looks like and who you are as a content creator, right? So I can do each and everything on my platform. I can put my information about who I am, my background as well, as Amy was discussing about what she is having, or what's her background, right? As well as all the points, as you can see on my website, I can host webinars which I've already conducted, some digital products as well, ebooks, physical products, everything I can sell on my platform as well, right? The study materials as well as courses which I'll be creating. Let's suppose it can be a single courses, or can be a bundled course as well, right? As well as I can have membership, which is one of the key features of Graphy as well. Okay. So let's just deep dive into each and every aspect and the dashboard where I'll be operating each and everything on Graphy. So this is the sole dashboard where you will be operating things, right? And on the left side of the panel, you can see what I have already mentioned, the products part, membership section, community, which is a very key aspect if you are taking things online. If I'm having a good community tool, it can do fortunes for me, right? Like creating more references, more better or easier interaction, and you can see it in one screen itself, right? There are reports for the businesses, there are users, admins, each and every one, as well as website and mobile app, which Amy said, right? You can have your own customized white labeled application on iOS stores as well as Android. So if you're like looking for Android as well as marketing, we'll be deep diving for that. Certain integrations to like merge certain, I would say, some kind of gamifications or all those things on the platform, and some certain settings. So if you people can see my screen, I zoom it out. This is a super admin dashboard, as in I am the sole owner and like I would say the sole person who will be operating all those things, right? So this is my own dashboard. Okay. So I'll start by creating a course and helping you out with a particular thing. So Amy, I just need some input from your end. Like let's suppose you, if you can like let me know what kind of courses you are launching so that we can create a course for you and see how AI could help you to create a description or like how we are able to create certain courses for you. So can you just
Okay.
like give me an exact word, exact like course title which you are launching or looking to launch?
Okay, perfect. So ironically, I love using AI. I am an AI nerd. So let's launch how to use AI to build out landing pages.
So the title would be how to use AI to launch to create landing pages, right?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I am anything AI. I'm so excited about
Let's see.
it.
Let's see what AI does for that. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
So I'll just put this and I create on generate description. I can put the manual thing as well, but if we have the technology, why shouldn't we use it, right?
Exactly.
So
That's
that is something
smarter
it
than
will
hard.
create things for you. Meanwhile, I'll just forward to chat and check like is anything
Are
there.
you
Okay,
sharing
okay,
this
done.
portion? Because we don't see
No,
it live.
the chat option you're talking about, Amy?
Um,
I think your screen is stuck. So can you probably
yeah.
reshare the screen once again? I think, yeah.
Just one second. I'll just stop and reshare it again.
Okay, perfect.
Can you now see my screen?
Perfect. There it
Perfect,
is.
right?
Okay.
Okay, okay. So this is something which it has created. So I'll just zoom it out. Learn how
So
to
can you just
utilize.
tell them real quick, can you tell them what you did since they weren't able to see it?
Okay, so I'll redo it again. Okay,
Thank
again.
you. Thank
So I'll
you.
just
Okay.
put the title here of the course and I'll just click on generate AI. This will do three things for you. First, it will create a general description or will give you a professional outlook of the course, as well as it will create two different things, which is called meta keywords and meta description, which is a very key like key aspect of optimizing your website, which we call SEO optimization, right? So all
And
the
this is
Graphy web.
huge if you want to be found, like the ability to get SEO search option integration. Also, this is huge if you want to run any ads, it will help you to see what keywords to target.
Exactly, exactly, Amy. And this is already pre-integrated, so you don't have to do any, I would say, external SEO for it. It will create
Mhm.
SEO for every particular course, not for a single website, for every particular course which you'll be creating on platform. So
That's
this
huge.
is something which they have created. So the description says that learn how to leverage the AI technology to create highly effective landing pages. What are the key highlights and learning outcomes? So key highlights is how to harness the power of AI to optimize the landing page design, create highly engaging and visually appealing landing pages, utilize the machine learning algorithms, right? This is something which is I think the buzzword in the market from like past couple of years, right? Machine learning
Mhm.
algorithms and data driven things, right? So all those things we have created, as well as Amy was saying, meta description for the courses and the keywords which will help your website to be found pretty easily to your target audience, right? But the catch here is we are not like enforcing this to use. You can also edit it anytime as per your own need. If let's suppose I don't want to give this particular thing, I can remove this and edit each and everything, right? So that is something which is done. Once I click on apply change, then I'll be coming to the pricing section. Right now, I think, Amy, my currency is being taken as INR. I'll be
Oh,
changing it to, like, we can change it to currency, like country specific pricing as well. So you sitting in US market, right? If you want to launch courses in Australian market, or let's suppose UK market, right? You can basically put the pricing in that specific currency, right? So that it will be easy for that user or that end learner to take the pricing, and you as a business owner will be getting benefit out of it, right? So
mhm.
the pay parity is different in different countries, right? So we can market and price our courses accordingly. Okay. And here I can see the calculation because we are working on a revenue share model, right? So whatever you people are selling, as Graphy is actually taking a revenue share out of. So anytime, whatever the pricing you are setting for your courses, you can see, and you can accordingly, you can put the pricing on the courses, right? Sometimes what happen, we want to give certain free content to our learners or free content to our end users to just get a taste of what we are offering, right? Kind of a preview. Make sense? So I can just toggle this off and make it as a free course as well, so that I can cater to a larger mass, or maybe like give some preview for the courses as well. Okay. So this is about creating the course, and I'll go and click on the next part, right? Now, this is something which you will be doing each and everything, as in to create the actual content. Either you can generate the complete outline and I would say the topics of the courses using AI, or you can do it manually. So let's try for AI as well, and then we can see the manual options as well. Okay. So if I click on generate the outline of the course, it will basically give me a chapter view. What are the chapters which I can utilize? Okay. Or what could be the possible chapters which should be included in my courses, right? So it will just take a second. See. So if I am integrating and using AI in landing page creation, I need to understand the AI first. Just an idea. What is the role of AI in web designing? Or maybe let's suppose what is the role of AI in like creating the landing pages, right? There is one more chapter, designing the high conversion landing pages with AI, right? As well as I can understand the optimizing landing page elements with AI. So it can be possible that whatever the courses Amy and you people want to launch could be in this course. Or if you want to edit it, I can change it anytime, right? I can edit and use my own taglines or use my own descriptions here, right? So far, so good. Any questions till now? Anything, guys?
Aren't your minds blown? Like, I can't tell you with all my courses that I've written, I mean, how much time this would save. And it also takes away all the anxiety, because when you sit down to write something, you know the idea of it. And what I want you guys to see, those of you know who, have been in my students, have seen that the way I deliver it and the stories I'm going to tell and the schema and background I have for all these topics are not going to be like any other person. So that's why, to me, this is just like, it takes all the energy down, and you're able to then raise your vibration and be able to just actually teach, because you don't have to worry about the outline. When I was a teacher, they gave us lesson plans of what we are to teach, but we all know we all had that one favorite teacher. And the reason we all had that one favorite teacher was because of the delivery that they had and the personality and the energy. So I want you to see that then you're much freer to be able to have that when we use AI. So I've been talking a lot in my course about using our intuition with AI, using our intuition and the robot together, right? So this makes me so happy doing all of this and seeing, the capabilities of AI. So yeah, I'll just
Exactly,
step off
Amy.
the AI train.
And as I just add to this particular thing, because like AI, since AI is already like doing most of the things, but it cannot actually replicate the human mind, right? So there could be some
Mhm.
things which you want to deliver personally, right? So let's suppose in any of these content which you have created, the outline, you can add personalized touch. Let's say what you can add. If I click on any of these things, I'll get multiple options to add my own touch and my own content to that particular structure. So if I already have a pre-recorded content, this upload section will help you out. You can add a PDF, you can add videos, and not only from your own system, which you have maybe like pre-recorded kind of thing, you can also upload it through directly through YouTube. So if I just click on any of the YouTube link, I'll just add it. So I'll just like it will recapture, like auto capture the tagline. And if I just submit it, the video will be directly played on my portal itself. But the
Okay.
beauty of this particular platform is it's not only giving you the options to use AI, but it's completely secure. I'll show you again what I'm talking about. All the videos which I am uploading on the platform is completely secure and non-downloadable for the end users, so that you can prevent piracy of your content,
Which
which
is
will
huge.
make sure that you as a content creator, the content is completely secure. And because that is something which you have in your power, right? That is your own tool, the speciality, right? So you can utilize this thing. And I want to show one more thing here, what I'm talking about when I talk about security. Graphy is the only LMS platform which is having and using the GDPR compliance. I'll just show that to you guys. It will be like it will give you an clarity that what Graphy actually, why Graphy is basically the trusted platform in terms of in terms of like security. It is the only platform which makes sure that none of your data, none of your content is reutilized or getting pirated from the platform. So we are the only platform which is utilizing this particular GDPR compliance, global data protection, right? No other LMS is doing that. So, right. So that is one of the key features which we are following on the platform. Okay.
And I think that's such a big deal for us because I know Debbie has the same problem I do, where people are constantly stealing our livelihood or our intellectual property and our identity and building out fake personas of us or fake profiles. This allows you security to know that your information that you are sharing, as paid content is staying private, because I've had my regular web page where that has been compromised. So this is a huge feature, and it really helps to make sure, your intellectual property stays your intellectual property.
Exactly. Because like what we say to our clients, that piracy is basically is basically a direct business loss. If your content
Mhm.
is pirated, it is basically directly affecting your business, right?
100%.
You can also like, since you people are dealing into like professional courses or maybe like online classes, there could be some interactive sessions as well, right? Like proper interactive videos, some quizzes attached to it. So you can also utilize the SCORM file. Very less LMS platforms are basically like giving you this integration option with SCORM. So you can like have proper interactive PPTs files, so we can give them proper interaction videos, right? All those things you can utilize here. But there could be some files or some data if you want your learners to get downloaded, right? You want some kind of study material, some kind of promotional content. Here you can upload any content which will be downloadable by them on the local disk, which you are voluntarily giving to the end learners. So you can upload anything here. Okay. Now this was the section where we used to like do, which is the already pre-recorded, I would say the already created content. But what if we want to take live classes, right? As Amy was describing, we are already having live, like I would say, the Zoom integration in this platform, where you don't have to pay a different or a separate cost for a Zoom license. Any creator who is coming on the Graphy platform and working for or indefinite period of time is already using the Zoom platform. No recurring cost, nothing for Zoom, right? So you can take webinars, right, to create more leads, or maybe you can do the live classes, one-on-one sessions, or one or many sessions for your end users as well. But sometimes we also want to utilize one this feature where we want to promote our content on our social media platform, right? So you can also go YouTube live from direct from this platform. And as you can see, there is no limit of the learners who can join your live classes on YouTube live. Isn't it a great thing that you can not only give your platform, give your content to a closed group who are already a part of your community, or you can also promote your content on social media platform, which will help you to create more awareness of your courses, more visibility, and eventually more conversions, right? So this is something which you can create. I'll show you one thing once I create a live class, Amy. So let's suppose we just like take a live class for landing pages. Okay, I'll just put a random title. I'll take the live class. Let's suppose right now. Okay, so if I click on submit, I will get some more options here, which will help my learners to get engaged, which is notifying my learners, notifying my end learners, and putting them reminders before the class starts. So just to
And just think of all the time this is saving you to not do this manually. Like it's insane. So again, like the
exactly,
whack-a-mole, thinking about that, like this, just that alone is saving you an hour just with those type of things.
and you can just select email, web push, mobile push, anything. So on those particular things, they will be directly getting notification before the classes, and they can join your classes on time, right? But the best part about this Zoom integration is the link of this Zoom platform is not shareable. The end users, you don't have to do you don't have to put manual effort to share each and every links to the students. They will directly get one option to join the class, so that the link is not shareable or cannot be used for like third party, or some kind of I would say uh, some unethical activities, or like sharing the links to the learners who are not enrolled into your courses. Again, a part of piracy as well, right? So this is something which I have to do, and I have to just launch my webinar or live class, and they can join my class in one click. No registration, nothing required. Once they are onto the platform, they will get your notification the class is live, and I can join the classes, right? So this is something which is available on the Zoom platform. There is no limit on the Zoom classes. There is no limit on the bandwidth, no limit on, I would say the number of classes, as well as there is no time barrier. Because if we use free Zoom, there is a 40-minute barrier as well, right? So this is a premium plan. You can take a long session of like 4 hours, 5 hours as well if that's required. Okay. So this is about the Zoom and the live platform. Okay. Any questions, Vignesh? If you can like just let me know in the chat, because I am not like tapping on the chat right now. Any questions? Anything which which I should address here?
I will say one thing. I know, okay, I want you to think about this like when you go into Chat GPT and you almost feel the overwhelm. Okay. And you're like, oh my God, it's so much. How does that hit? So again, we're just reining it in and realizing, okay, I'm going to learn how to do this step by step. Don't freak out, okay? Because I know it's a lot of stuff coming at you, but I want you instead to focus on the high vibration of, oh my God, it's all done for me. Oh, I just have to learn how to do a little bit. I'm just going to focus on how to do one part of the course today or whatever it is. Remember, baby steps, okay? Don't get overwhelmed, and understand there's incredible support in this platform that you're not going to get anywhere else. So that's just my relax. Don't freak out. One of my employees right now, for my Lily Luxury screen, he's Spanish. His name is Yankee. And every other text message to me is tranquila, tranquila, which means calm down, like relax, lady, you're going to be fine. And so I just want to tell everyone, tranquila, tranquila.
Thanks, Amy. Thanks. So moving ahead, there is one more aspect in this particular part. Once you are taking live classes or online education, is the assessment part, right? So we can have both the assessments. If I go on assessment part and put any random, let's suppose test, right? I'll put the time frame here, click on submit option. I can add anything in my questions. It's not just like a basic tag questions. I can put images, I can put videos, as well as I can put the formulas and all those things which is required for any kind of thing. Okay, so I can create any kind of questions, may it be a textual question, image question, mathematical question, or anything which you can think about. I can have any questions created, and the test series, I can have assessment, as well as the best part about our test series is you can get post analytics of the test, item wise, what kind of questions they have attempted, what is the time they have taken for every question, which of the questions were answered correctly by the majority of the students. The complete analytics is available here, along with certain integrations where you can put the descriptions, you can put scientific calculator options as well. If you are giving the calculation options, there could be reattempt options as well. And before that, you can segregate the questions topic wise as well, which will save you a lot more time, right? Because once if you have uploaded a bulk set of questions in the platform, let's suppose Amy has uploaded 100 questions in the platform itself, and she wants only 20 questions in one single assessment. So she can group it section wise or topic wise. So it will be easy for her to take out the questions for the question paper. She don't have to go for 100 check questions to understand which topic she will be including in my test, right? So that is how you can utilize the section wise as well. So it will make your life easier in such a way that you can create a very quick test in no time, and you can give it to the learners and get the response of your end users, right? So this is about the test feature. There is one more aspect, as I said, about if you want to take feedbacks as well, where if I want to create a certain feedback, I'll put it across, and here I can have the I mean the form builder, whether I want to have a checkbox or I just want to have a plain I would say the feedback about my courses, about my classes, each and everything I can have, so that it can help you to improve your content on a regular basis, right? It can be a constructive feedback or it can be a like a negative feedback, but it will help you to understand the areas, the AOIs for you, right? So this is something which we have added on the platform, right? So this basically has covered all the things in terms of like creating the content, may it be a live content or may it be a recorded one. But let's suppose, Amy, and people who are like on this call, let's suppose I have already created a video and I want to reuse it, right? So normally, in order like rather than creating another video on it, what if I get an option to reutilize my content again, right? So this is an option which is called asset library, which is kind of a repository for your all the content which you are creating. Anything which you are adding on the platform is getting saved in the asset library. So see how easier it makes things for me. So if I have added any particular course, let's suppose I have taken this particular course called skin preparation and skin like skincare, right? If I just click on this, I can add the content in my current platform, the current course, which maybe I have given to the other courses or other students as well. Why to recreate that, right? If it is giving an option to like you reutilize your content again, right? Isn't it a great thing to like utilize?
Yeah, because
Right?
absolutely. I think there's so many times where I'm like, oh, this part of, one of my courses would be perfect right here, and I'll almost reteach it. So if I could literally just drag and drop it, that's so much easier.
Correct. So this has covered the course creation aspect. I'll just save the course. Okay, just give me a second. I'll just save the course, right? And I'll come back to my dashboard where I'll be moving to the other aspect, which is called the digital products. So many a times we need certain things where we want to like create or we want to sell certain content. May it be a ebooks, may it be physical goods, may it be a single video or a single lecture, may it be some kind of like snippets, some kind of like stock tips, anything which I want to sell as a single entity, I can do on my platform and create additional revenue for that, right? So I don't have to rely for separate courses. If I'm just giving ebooks, I can give study notes, materials, anything, and make money out of it, right? So this also gives you this particular option. Okay. So now moving to the engagement part, which I think Amy has already emphasized about having a good community option, right? So Graphy also gives you a great community option, and where it will be a closed group, just kind of a Discord, right? Normally what happens if we want to engage our learners, either we'll be doing it over mail or maybe WhatsApp group or any particular engagement tool, right? Why would I digress my end users to different platform or third party tools if I have that option in my platform itself? It will save your time and your students time as well, right? And the best part about this community option, I can create separate channels for my courses. So let's suppose Amy has created a course for landing pages which has 5 different chapters, 5 different modules. What if I create 5 different channels for every module for question answer or discussion? Won't it make life easy for you to understand? You can hover back to the module and see the questionnaires and answer them then and there itself. Or even students can chat and like tag themselves. Let's suppose I want to tag Sanamdeep to like to answer my specific question. I can tag him just like any engagement tool, right? This is something is the beauty of it. But I want to add a certain feature here. Let's suppose if I upload any content on the on the community option. Let's suppose I added this particular video, this particular photo, this particular image. I'll add this into this particular community, but I'll not be able to download it out of the system. So that, again, coming back to the piracy and the privacy part, the content should be in the platform itself, right? This is the advantage of having a great community tool. And to add on this, as Amy has also like emphasized on that, this community tool will help you to generate more references, because if you're having a good engagement tool, good platform, it will help you to create more organic references, which will help you to create more business out of it. Making sense? Any questions on the community part? Anything? I would want my like members to have questions in the chat. Like we would like to make it more interactive, Amy.
Okay.
How about that?
So anyone just kind of wondering or feeling like stressed or frustrated or excited, if you can just drop in the chat right now how you think this could transfer to your business, or how you think you would use this, or what makes you nervous about this, or what makes you excited. Just drop into the chat kind of how this is landing so we can see, you know, kind of how to guide it, or if there's something you want us to expand on, or, you know, whatever it is. Please just take this moment just to drop in the chat what you are, you know, seeing this transcend into, or what's, you know, making you feel overwhelmed, or what's making you feel excited as we've gone through this. And there's so many different capabilities that this has, but the fact that it's all in one platform is just so huge. And the fact that you get the free Zoom, the fact that, you know, it can, I'm sure he'll show you how to transfer into an app and things like that. It's a lot.
Exactly. We'll be coming
Excited.
to that.
Okay, let's see. So excited products and webinar platform. This makes me feel excited. That's an easy platform with so many options. Yeah, it's crazy. It is amazing. It needs a big learning curve. Yep. So many capabilities and secure. Love that. I'm super excited using Graphy for course content, emails, books, Zoom classes, all the things. Exactly. That's why. So all my Manifest Your Biz members, I was like, just wait until you see Graphy before you make a decision. But I think you guys are all going to really like Graphy. because we've been showing some other websites that will help build out only your website, or it's just your website and your booking. This one will do it all. Can you do newsletters in this platform? So talk to them about email capabilities, and then also any booking capabilities, I think would be helpful.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yes, yes. So should I take it forward? Like, should I
Yeah,
go to the other
please.
aspects? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's, since Amy has emphasized on the like engaging part, and like the website and application will be moving to those aspects, like people. So if you can see this particular aspect called the report section. So this will give me complete understanding about my current business. What are the new signups? What is the revenue I'm making out of it? What is the new enrollment? What is the engaging time? Everything I am getting an understanding on my platform, right? But there is one more aspect in this particular part, that since we are conducting webinars, I can get complete data out of it. What are the registrations? What are the attendees? As well as if I'm making it as a paid webinar, I can collect the revenues and understand. And these reports are eventually downloadable. So I can understand and analyze that how my webinar has gone and how should I scale it more for the other part, right? But the best feature which we have introduced here, which will make your life more easier, is the traffic tool. This traffic analytics tool is something which is helping you to understand your end learners, the sources of learners, where they are coming from. So let's suppose I'll deep dive into this. So as you can see, this will give me an understanding in my past 7 days, how many unique visitors have visited my platform, what are the page views, what are the session timings, what is the bounce rate, each and everything. But not only this, Amy, I can also see and understand if I've run any kind of campaign, any social media platform, or where are the referrals coming from. So people are directly searching me on Google platform and coming to my website.
Can you
Right.
stop real quick and just explain what a bounce rate is?
So basically, if we are running an ad or running a campaign, right? What kind of, like, I would say, click rate in that scenario, right? What are the click rates and how quickly people are coming to that particular part? So that is the kind of layman. If I get into technicalities, it could be more complex, but just to get an understanding how quickly people are coming to the platform, right?
But what is a bounce rate?
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll tell you about detail about that.
Okay.
So yeah, just a sec.
So from my understanding of what a bounce rate is that when someone comes to your page, it's almost like them leaving it, correct?
Correct. Correct.
So yeah, just to give you understanding, guys. Yeah, so the bounce rate is nothing but the number of audience, or the views, or the attendees, or whatever you consider who's coming to your landing page or your website. You can see page-wise bounce rate, in the sense people coming in and watching your website, and then going back. And this is something a bounce rate, and you can specifically see page wise or website wise, or all these bounce rates separately for all the landing pages that you create with Graphy. Yeah, so that is one of the add-ons here. So how the bounce rate is going to help you guys is basically when you have the audience interest, so that helps you by giving you a better understanding on why and from where the audience are coming and when they're going back, and what are the different strategies, all the the creatives you can change in the website to make it more interactive, so that people who are coming in and registering on your website, so that gives you a better clarity over doing some change. It is something like your feedback form, right? Bounce rate, calculating the bounce rate is nothing but a feedback kind of thing. So usually whenever anybody starts their business, the bounce rate will usually be higher, so it will be around 45, more than 50% apparently. But as a creator, as a business owner, what you need to try to do is that you need to try to reduce your bounce rate and more of engagement in your landing page or website. Yeah.
So it's
Exactly.
basically like the more time they're on your page, obviously, the more time they're invested in interacting with you. So the likelihood of them buying something from you is a lot higher. Can you just scroll up a little bit just so they could see the, so do you see the session duration? So that means they're staying on there for almost 20 minutes. So that's good. But I mean, here it also is showing you the analytics of like down or up, 24% up, et cetera, et cetera. So these are the kind of things you would see on the back end. Some of you may analyze your current websites, or some of you may analyze, even your social media, and I'll give you stats like this. But I'm a big data head. So if I see a high bounce rate, I'm like, oh, did I change something recently? Or, do I need to change something? And then I may even ask friends or have someone kind of test my site and be like, listen, aesthetically, is this working for you? Or is there too much on here? So you want to think about, why would someone be leaving my website? Is it not user friendly? Is it not aesthetics? Is it just too much? Like whatever it is.
Correct.
And also to add on a little thing, Harsh, I think we have Debbie here. I think Debbie has a question. So he's asking, can we host a newsletter in the platform? So yeah, you can add on this point as well.
The newsletter part you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
To add the newsletters part, right? Okay. I'll answer that question. I'll be coming to that marketing section where I'll be discussing each and everything to promote the content. I'll park that question and answer that question, Debbie, there. Okay.
Perfect.
So just to add one thing which Amy has said here about the bounce rate, that this analytics, this traffic option will help me to understand if I'm running any campaigns or if I'm integrating my social media like marketing campaigns to this platform. I can basically gauge the data where my exact learners are coming from. If I understand that this particular platform or this particular campaign is giving me more results, I will eventually try to focus more or try to channelize my energy into that particular platform or source, right? So that to maximize the engagement to the end users, right? So that is where we will be getting this, as well as it will also help you to understand which platforms my people are using. For me, in my past 7 days, people are using the Windows or the OS platform, right? But iOS users are less for my courses right now. So this will make me understand where should I launch my courses, or where should I target the audience as well. Same goes with the countries and cities as well. So I can understand in which cities mostly my learners are gauging, right? So that I can run the campaign or maybe like specific campaign for those particular audience as well. This is the analytics you can also do with Google Analytics. If you people are aware of it, I think Google Analytics does similar kind of thing, but you have to utilize, or like you can also integrate that particular thing here. But we are giving you this integrated platform so that it will make you understand your own audience pretty much better, and then you can improve or like target accordingly to your audience, right? Amy, you are on mute. I think if you can add, I think you are on mute. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay.
Yeah. So coming to the other aspect, moving on, where I would like to give you an understanding, then that since most of you might be operating solo or could have a team of instructors or team of people who will be operating your platform, right? So let's suppose, Amy, are you operating alone, or like you are having a team to do all those things?
Alone.
Alone, right? So let's suppose I have Vignesh in my team who will be operating my website or UI, all those things, right? So I can add them as admins as well to define their roles in the platform, right? As right now in the start of my presentation, I have already showed that I was a super admin of the platform, right? Super admin has complete access of the platform, and if I want to add anyone as a sub admin, they will have a dedicated role defined. So for me, Anjan is doing my website and UI part. Nothing else he will be doing. So I can assign my team specific roles so that it will ease my process and reduce the TAT for it. right? That is something which we are giving on the platform to add certain admins as well as the instructors. It could be possible there you might be having multiple instructor courses, right? So you can add the instructors and assign them specific courses here. So you can assign them courses and they will be getting certain access for the courses as well. Whether they can get the access of the live courses or the sales dashboard, access is basically belonging to the super admin, what you want your instructors or admins to do, right? This will help you to basically divide the roles for the team and make your business function more smoothly, I would say, right? So that is how you can utilize this, as well as you can have affiliates as well who can promote your content and basically generate more external business for you, right? Affiliate marketing kind of thing. Okay, so this is about the users aspect. We have already covered, I think, Amy, the asset library part where I can reutilize the content and I can see each and everything here, whatever I have taken. So we have created a live landing pages here, right? So you can see I have already registered that content here. If I want to reuse it for other courses, I can do it directly from the asset library. Okay. So last couple of things we are remaining with the website, application, marketing, and integrations. Anything, any idea, any doubts, anything you want to ask before we move to the best part of the platform, which is again the website and mobile apps.
So any other questions about anything that we've talked about up to this point, just go ahead and pop in the chat and then we can address them. Okay. And I guess we can go on to the next part.
Okay, okay. Just 1 second. I'll just take a, I'll just have some water. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, please. So this is unbelievable, the amount of things that are in one space. As I said, and as Chris said, there is a learning curve, but understand this learning curve comes with the support of Graphy. So just understanding that it's baby steps, you're only biting off a little bit at once. So if I were you, I would think to myself, what's my number one priority? If my number one priority is getting out a free lead magnet, then I would start with, creating a course and then decide, okay, I'm going to pre-record a video or I'm going to host a live webinar and then dive into that. Do not get sucked into the overwhelm of, oh my God, I have to do the whole thing. Oh, just one thing at a time. Think of your first goal right in front of you and that's it. Okay, that's my advice.
Yes, Amy. So I'll take it ahead now.
Okay.
So now we will be moving to the major aspect of Graphy, where we are providing you your own white labeled application, mobile application for iOS as well as Android. So if I go on website and applications, you will find two things here: website pages, where I can customize my website as per my own branding. So let's suppose if Amy is launching a course in, let's suppose, data analytics, right? So data analytics audience is a specific niche audience, right? There will be separate requirements for that, and for that requirement I have to cater my website in that particular fashion itself, right? I cannot have it in terms of like fashion technology, right? I cannot like change the pattern of my website. So this will help you to edit your website and put your own brand logos, brand names, taglines, favicons, as well as your own personal details, your own background, so that it will help your clients or your learners to follow your social media platform and get attached to you, right? But the best part about this particular thing is the app builder part, where you will be like literally creating the website, not doing the coding, which Amy has said in the start of the conversation, that she was like trying to create her own application doing all stuff of coding. But here we just have to click and it's done. So click as in I have to just put my launcher icon, notification icon, color themes as well. whatever color themes I will be applying here, I can see it real time in my dummy application, right? Whatever color thing,
So,
everything I'll be getting here. As well as I can have my splash screens selected, whether I should go for a plain splash screen or colored one. And as I said about the security feature, we have spoken about security, right? So I can have set here the screenshots as well. So in the complete application, nobody will be able
oh,
to take shots.
that's unbelievable. I didn't realize that it had that capacity and capability. How cool.
Because since we are focusing on content creation, if I am not able to provide you secure platform, or if they are able to do any unethical things, like this would directly, like I would say, directly hamper my business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is something which we'll be doing, right? As well as, let's suppose, if this is something which we have like stopped, if I want to allow my application to run on router device, this can lead to piracy, but we have stopped it like by default. If any of your clients, or if any of the creator wants to purposely give it to the router devices, they can do it. It's kind of an option, but we
Explain what that means.
so basically what happens, Amy, if I have, we also have like developer mode in the Android applications, right? So that developer mode sometimes bypasses the security features and can lead to piracy. So this rooted device or the developer mode thing, which can like as it is self-explanatory, a router device is an Android gadget which can be jailbroken to install unapproved application, right? Since we are having that security feature and security wall, we don't want that to be breached. But that developer
And
mode
it's
or
so
could be a
funny.
rooted application.
It's so funny to me because, like, I think about Instagram. They could easily do this. They could easily create their stuff to not like steal your entire
I can
profile.
understand. I can understand that the algorithms work like that. That is a fault in the algorithm, I believe.
Exactly. But
That is
it
something.
to me, it's a purposeful fault because we can see right here how easy it is to integrate that. And with the amount of money that Facebook, Meta, Instagram, whatever has, there's no reason they couldn't do this. It just irritates me for someone whose identity keeps getting stolen on Instagram.
Okay,
Debbie,
okay,
you too. I know.
okay. So moving to the other aspect where I can create certain categories. If I want to put courses, some categories as well, I can create. I can I can even add blocks. As Debbie was asking about the newsletter part, we have blocks option here. We are not directly giving the newsletter options in the platform, but you can use blogs option to like give in the platform as well as in the marketing aspect. So that thing, I right now, for my information, I think we are not directly giving you the option for newsletter, but this is something which I'll be checking again with my product team to confirm that if we can do something like that, or if that is even possible, we will be helping you out for that, right? So I
Yeah,
have already parked that question for my product team, but yes, we have the blocks option, and I think, Amy, blocks option are something what I have felt over this period of time, that blocks are a kind of underrated things which they don't which the creator don't understand the power of blocks. Any good creator, any good website you see, they will definitely have a block section in that. This generates organic traffic as well as help you to do the organic marketing. You don't have to spend anything, and SEO can be done through blocks as well, right? Which is again a powerful tool, right?
right.
So we give you that blocks option there as well, right? And once I have done each and everything, I have both the options. I can see in Android application as well as iOS as well. So I can create both the application depending on which target audience I want to cater. Okay. Only thing, as I said, it will be a white label platform. You will be purchasing your own console account, which will give you the complete access of the application. Okay. So I mean, let's suppose if you have created an like iOS application, you will be purchasing the iOS console, and that ownership will eventually remain with you as a content creator. So in the
And
App Store,
that runs around, I think, $60 to $100 to do a year.
uh,
right?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, that is for the Apple Store. So my
And
technical
that's
team,
directly to Apple. Like Apple
correct,
makes you
correct,
do that for any app that you're releasing.
correct. And just to add on this, as Amy said, the team will be helping you out to do each and everything. We already have a dedicated training portal which will help you uh, to do the registration, or I would say take the console, design the application, and eventually deploy it to the apps to the iOS store, which will make your life much easier, because everyone can't like I cannot assume that everyone will be a tech savvy person and know the technical know abouts, right? So I have that dedicated training portal which will help you to do so. So if you people think that this would be a very like lengthy thing to do, or this would be a very difficult thing, relax. You will have a dedicated
Tranquila.
portal. They will be doing that, guiding you for that as well, right? now the Now we have come to like creating the backend, creating the courses, each and everything. Now how to market the content, we have to scale it as well, right? We're not starting the business just to for the sake of doing it. We'll be needing the scalability factor as well, right? So this marketing feature, we have multiple options where you can market your content organically. So let's suppose I visited Amy's website, right? But I'm not doing any activities, or I am not not doing any engagement, right? But if I am getting notifications or mails or information about Amy's new courses or new programs or webinars, it will keep me engaging, and it will keep me going that yes, something new is coming up, right? And eventually it will create more interest for me, or kind of a soft push to be a paid learner if I am liking the content, right? So this campaign option helps you to keep your learners engaged. Right after sign up, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 7 day, they will get constant emails as well as web push and mobile push, so that your learners will not be getting like they will not be like kept cold. We need to warm them up so that they could be a hot prospect for the payments as well. So this will be a direct option, and you don't have to do anything. This is an automation process.
And
Nothing you
guys,
have to do manually.
this is the funnel that everyone's freaking out about. Like, this is the part where you're like, oh my God, I have to create a funnel. The funnel's done for you. And the fact that it even text messages them, like that's a capability that is a hugely needed feature, but a really high paid feature. Like most, even like MailChimp, it's an extra fee every month. So the fact that it has all three is insane. And the
Correct.
fact that you don't have to worry about a funnel is unbelievable.
Exactly. And just to add on that, as you said, Amy, if you want to integrate MailChimp, there is a cost attached to it, right? We are giving you the option to integrate MailChimp as well. But why to spend cost if that is done free of cost and through automation? Why to go
Yeah.
for a manual effort, right? You can create certain campaigns, right? In the traffic option, if you guys remember, we had a campaign section. I can create campaign for my target audience, put my notification here, and can do it on a recurring basis as well. So let's suppose I have a webinar coming in next 10 days, right? I've started promoting them on my social media platform as well as to my existing audience on the platform, right? I'll just create a messenger or a recurring notification. I put the detail, and every day, if you can see here, if I'll scroll it down, every day starting from just 1 second, starting from today till 17th February, I have selected like till 1 year. It will be getting notified to my end users on a regular basis that this particular event is coming. You don't have to create manual notification every particular time. Just create a recurring one till the select the start and the stop, and it will be like shooted to the end users for the notification, right? Sometimes we also have blogs, as we have already discussed about that. Debbie, you can utilize blogs feature. You can create new blogs here, put each and everything. You can put the SEO keywords, description, and can publish it directly. Okay. So this is something which we are giving on the platform directly. But sometimes it happens that you want to give certain discounts or certain festive offers, right? So this promo codes can help you to create custom codes. Let's suppose for Amy, she is planning a course which will give them 20% discount, right? I'll select the particular course where I want to give the discount, as well as I can select the maximum count that this promo code will be applicable for the first 20 learners. First come, first serve. This can create an urgency plus a FOMO in the clients that if I miss this offer, it will be a difficult thing, right? So I can create different promo codes, different discount codes, so that I can promote my content or can create urgency or kind of a sale to close maximum clients, right? So this is something which I can do, but the better aspect is I can eventually give this coupon codes to specific learners as well. So let's suppose, Amy, I have a course where I want to give this particular discount to a specific set of peoples. In that scenario, I cannot put a generalized coupon code, right? I need to be specific on that. I can link my learners. So I'll just show you. Let's suppose I have Akansha as a learner. So Akansha will be directly getting this particular coupon code. If I select Akansha, okay, I think just 1 second. Yes, if I click Akansha, Akansha will be directly getting a mail for the coupon codes. That this is the coupon code available. I can utilize it for a specific period of time as well. I can specify the validity of the code as well, right? So this will help you to market your content, or I would say use certain marketing strategies, which will help you to maximize your business, right? But Graphy is one of those platforms where we are, guys, please pay attention on this. This is the unique feature which only Graphy has, where Graphy is directly contributing to your business. When I say directly contribution, that means there are certain marketing tools which Graphy is utilizing to contribute to your business directly. So let's suppose if you are generating a business, right? Let's suppose $100 business, right? If I am able to add $5 to your business from Graphy's point of view or from Graphy's course of action, wouldn't it increase your particular volume of sales? What's Amy? How about that if we'll contribute directly to that to your particular business and then take a revenue share out of it? Wouldn't it increase the volume size of your business, and eventually it will be easy for you to cut a share for Graphy for using that particular business or for enhancing your volume of the business, right? How we are doing it, I'll be like coming to that particular part. So let's suppose have you I'll take a scenario. Let's suppose I have added a product in my cart. Like we people have used Amazon, Flipkart, Walmart in everything, right? We people use that, right? So let's suppose, Amy, I have added a product in Amazon and I chose not to pay in the checkout page. Have you seen the kind of follow-ups, email, as well as WhatsApp they are doing? Those are not generalized follow-ups or the reminders. Those are the reminders where they are giving the details of the product you have selected. Any kind of coupon codes is available, as well as the payment link, which will land you directly on the checkout page. So if you make checkout easy for your clients, the better the conversion rate. This is exactly what Graphy does through the abundant cart reminders, abundant transaction reminders. This we are doing through the automation so that you don't have to follow up with your clients for the payment, right? How do you feel about this feature, guys, where we are directly contributing to the business?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like these are all things you're like, oh my God, you don't even think about B, let alone think about and then how to integrate. Just having it all in one spot is just insane to me. And yeah, Deb's saying it's fabulous. Yeah, it's unbelievable, right? It's like all these things you dream about. It's true.
Yeah, I think I have a question in the chat option where I think Amy has asked about a booking question, where
Yes.
whether we can take one-on-one clients. So with Zoom, I think one-on-one is something which is a difficult thing. So what we can give you an option that if you are using Google Meet or like a Calendly option, I hope you are aware of the Calendly feature. You can integrate that Calendly thing and take one-on-one confidential meetings as well. That you can do.
Okay.
They can
So
book the slot.
yeah, what I'm asking is how, because pretty much everyone on the webinar is also going to want to understand a way to host clients and
Okay.
to book one-on-one with them, A, to take the payments, and B, to schedule it.
So to take the payment, I think platform is already having the payment options, right? They can directly go on the website, do the booking, select the slots. Because what we are right now giving. So let's suppose if you people are using Calendly or aware of Calendly, you can integrate the Calendly option where with Calendly they can book the specific slot. So let's suppose I want to have a specific client session. For this is specifically for one-on-one sessions. One
Yes.
to many, Zoom is already there. You don't have to do anything extra. So let's suppose for any one-on-one session, or let's suppose any one-on-one connect, you can integrate Calendly on the platform. They can select the slots and they can come on the platform to select the slots, and the checkout would be directly from the platform itself. Only thing they will be doing is taking the one-on-one session directly on the Calendly, which is connected through Google Meet directly. So the checkout, payment, each and everything is directly on the platform itself. They don't have to do anything apart from that.
Can you
So
show how you would do that?
regarding the payment option, are you saying the
Just how you would first the integrations maybe, and Debbie's asking if you integrate with Acuity or if you only do with Calendly.
so I'm just giving you an option for Calendly. So there
Okay.
are various integration options which we are giving in terms of let's suppose if we are not able to directly integrate, you can use Zapier and Pabbly. You can integrate through Zapier and Pabbly directly, right? So we give you that option for third-party APIs or integration options where you can integrate that particular feature on the platform and can utilize it. So it's not only, like I would say, restricted to only Calendly. If you have other options which is available on Zapier, because Zapier is one of the platform where major, or I would say most of the integration options are available for the tools. That's the reason we
So
are giving you the Zapier
Zapier
integration.
is, for those of you that don't know what that is, it's basically like an in-between app. So let's say you have Acuity, like Debbie said, a Zap or a Zapier is like a code that almost lets it leapfrog to Graphy. So they could help you kind of, that's what this API key is. You would have to use it as like the middle ground, so to speak, if that makes sense.
Exactly. So if there would be no direct integration possible, you can do it via Zapier. Zapier can act as a bridge for the integration for two different platforms, right? And for the payment aspect, as you were saying, for every particular course, I can come on the integration part, the setting part. First is the domain integration. For you people, once you are having your own domain, you can integrate your domain on the Graphy platform. Can you see my website, the URL? It is basically on a subdomain of Graphy, right? So if I want to remove this Graphy like URL, I can integrate my own domain here. I can purchase a domain and can directly integrate via CNAME or Cloudflare directly, so that my end users will be coming on my complete website itself. Okay. Second thing, I am coming to the payment aspect where I can set the pricing. So let's suppose for US dollars. Okay. So if I want to have this particular pricing section, I'll price my content here, like in terms of US dollars, and I can choose the gateways. We are directly giving you the option for Stripe or Razorpay to collect the payments as a merchant. Okay. With the
So you
standard
would, if you're not familiar with that, you would have to go onto Stripe and then you would have to integrate your payment with Graphy. So you're going to set up Stripe payments would be the first thing
you
would
can
have to do.
integrate. Yes, you have to register on Stripe and then can connect the payment gateway so that you can collect the payments through this platform itself. as well as I was speaking with this particular part, if I want the courses to be sold in UK region as well, let's suppose, right? So UK has another currency, right? And the pay parity is not same between US and UK, right? So I can put the prices of my courses in UK region as well, where anyone who is logging from UK will be seeing the exact pricing in pounds, not in the original price which I have quoted in dollars. So that depending on the pay parity, I can take the pricing and maximize my business, right? So this is something which we are right now doing, where you can select the global pricing for different regions also, right? There's one thing which I want to understand and give you a clarity, that since we're talking about security, Amy, right? We are we as a platform are having two things: a website version as well as a app version, right? So I can restrict my clients so that I cannot have the concurrency in the classes as well. So let's suppose I restrict the device login for one, they will be either logging through laptop or through their mobile applications. Or if I increase for two, that means they can use two devices to log in concurrently, right? So I can allow this feature as well. And this is something which I hope, if you people are not aware of this part, which is the watermark feature, right? This is basically a security feature in which once the student is doing the classes or taking the notes, if they are planning to do any unethical activities or they are taking the screenshots, their email ID and phone number comes as a watermark so that we can trace that specific learner and can strike them out. This is available on the videos as well, right? So everything which we are making it secure will be done through these features. I will be enabling it and it will be done directly, right? So this has basically, I have covered majorly every aspect which is basically required to do in terms of online teaching and course specific. Now I would be like open to the questions. Amy, anything if you want to add on, so we can have a Q&A session, or like give them the understanding about the commercials as well. Anything guys? I'll be opening up the chat section.
Okay, so now thinking about everything you've kind of downloaded, what exactly, is still unanswered, or what do you feel like you need clarification on? This is a perfect time for that. And also understanding that how I would do it with this is I would, go back, rewatch this tutorial and pause it for like each section. And then you can also, set up a one-on-one call with them to walk through each individual part. So as I said, don't start going crazy and start freaking out and saying, oh my God, I have to do the whole thing. Again, just start with small steps, figure out first, number one, what you need to do. Okay, now let's see. I'm a little confused about the revenue. Does Graphy charge a yearly fee and then take a percentage? Yes, every platform is going to do that. For example, they can take anywhere from 3.5% to 15%. So nothing in life is free, but a lot of these, even Kajabi does the same thing and will, charge you, as I said, $300 to $400 a month plus the processing fees. So he'll go into the
So
fees.
we'll answer that question. Yes,
Yes,
we'll be coming to the percentage section. Yes, I think Chris will be answering that question. Vignesh, Vignesh, are you there?
Yes, Harsh,
Yeah. So Vignesh, we are talking about the commercial part as Chris has asked. So can we help them to understand the pricing section? Will you take that question?
Yeah, of course. Why
Yeah.
not? Yeah. So I was, no, actually, I had an opinion that you are finishing the a complete walk through the product. But yeah, why not? We'll come to the pricing part. So guys, that you're doing this particular product, the complete SaaS platform, and there is no basic version and the premium version, because we treat all the audience the same. There's no so many difference. I would say only minor changes. I'll come to that. So guys, coming to the pricing part, so we have two options that you guys can go for. So one is the beginner's plan, or the freemium we call it, which is more compatible for the educators who are just launching their particular, and they're entering the digital education business. That will be a right option for them. And there is something else called the RISE plan. RISE plan is for somebody who have already established their digital, online presence, and they have pretty good outreach, and they can scale their business pretty easily. They might have already have the business, but they were doing it manually, but now they'll be doing graphic, right? So this is some different option for the RISE plan. That's for the different set of audience, or if you think you are the one of the audience like that, of course you can go for it. So coming to the payments, guys, the beginners plan or the freemium that we are offering would be $499, $499 for 1 year. So that is the pricing of this particular product. But as we have Amy, so she told me about this reference that she was doing with her audience, and I thought, okay, she's already one of our customers that we were having from US. So when she told me about this webinar or the workshop that I would say, I said, okay, wait, I mean, let's do one thing. The people who are actually coming down, for this particular workshop, we'll give them an add-on of 1 more year. So this premium that you are going to be, buying for, or if you're going to pay for it, it's $499, $499. And which will be for a 1+1 year. So those who are attending this particular webinar, so for them, we'll have a different coupon code, and they can log in through there. So you guys are gonna get a 1 more year of free add-on. Okay. And guys, coming to the percentage here, so there is a difference, right? So because when I told you there is no difference between the freemium and the RISE plan, is that it's all about the percentages, right? Because guys, the whole agenda or the motive of the Graphy is of course not to bill them a subscription basis, or let us say annually basis. We are making any money in it, so that's not the major motive of the Graphy here. So Graphy believes in growing together. We want to grow together as a family, as a community, that would actually give us more what do you say, enlightenment to the company itself. Because what we do is, we are not going to be charging on your performance basis or just buy a subscription and do whatever you want, right? So that's not the thing. So we make sure there is a revenue share. That is when actually we feel that we're actually doing the right thing to the audience. And what we do here is, guys, so for the freemium product, so once you pay $499 a year, and but that is now 1+1, we will be charging the 10% of the revenue share that you're going to be making with Graphy, guys. So that is that's like a stagnant percentage that we are charging for the freemium customers and the clients. So coming in the beginning of the stage. So how it works is that let's say now we have Amy, and Amy is going to be launching her courses, and first 1 month there is no revenue. Of course, we're not charging anything. We are not going to be taking anything on that. And let us say within the first 2 to 3 months, we start seeing traction with Amy courses. We start selling it. Amy starts integrating with the marketing tools, and scales her business up. And whatever she's making, starts making through the Graphy, is when we charge her the 10% of the commission to the Graphy platform. Okay, so that is about the freemium product, and that's a percentage that you can go for. Now there is another possibility. Now let us say there's somebody else who is already has an established business and makes over more than $4,000 a month. Okay, so we have customers who actually make more than $4,000 a month. So baseline is 4,000. Okay, so when I see a customer or a client who actually makes more than $4,000, I'm pretty sure he is capable and he has his business outlined, and it doesn't make sense us charging them 10%, because clients like them may feel 10% is huge of the commission that we are charging. So what we do there is, we half the commission number, which means we go to the 5%. So people who are opting for the RISE plan will be charged 5% on the revenue share. Okay, and guys, your freemium plan would be costing you $1,499, so it's $1,499. and it is again an option for 2 years. Okay, so this is about the percentages and the pricing, guys. Now that is valid only for the the audience here today, of course.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like what makes sense for you. Like if you are only, starting to build out the business, you would want to do the $499 for 2 years, which is an unbelievable deal. If you already have your business pretty established, you would want to do the higher tier. I think it's $14.99. And you would get that for 2 years. And then you get the lower fees of only 5% for each one. And these revenue streams, you can also build it out as well. So just thinking about what makes sense for me, as I said, for a lot of platforms, it's like 1 month is for that price. And you're getting, I thought it was only 1 year. I just learned now it was 2. So that's even better. You'll get it for 2 years for that price. So just thinking to yourself, where am I now? And again, back to where am I going with this? So thinking about that and thinking about what would make the most sense for you, because any website platform that you're going to use is going to be, $300 to $400 a year. So, and that's just to host your website, not with all this stuff like Square, Weebly, which I use, on my back end for other things. That's how much it is for a year. So you got to just kind of figure out which one makes the most sense for me. If I want all these features and I see that's where, the end game is, I want to teach Reiki online. I want to give, psychic courses online, or I want to build an academy online. Then you definitely want to think about one of the higher priced options where you'll have less charges every month or with each transaction, if that makes sense.
And I think just to add on the particular part which Vignesh has answered for revenue sharing, Graphy is already contributing to increase the sales volume. So if any creator is, let's suppose, sharing a 10% revenue share, we are actively able to contribute between the percentage of 4 to 6%. So if I'm, let's suppose, making $100 business a month, and if I'm adding $4 to that and then asking a 10% of that, eventually you are taking a more share out of it, right? So I'm not taking $10 on like 10% or $100, right? I am taking 10% on 104 or maybe 105. So in that scenario, my business is basically dependent on your business. If your business is doing good, my platform is contributing for that, both of our volume will increase, right? And then eventually, like we can scale that business, right? Because as Amy said, the different platforms are charging higher than that. This 499 will not help me to like take the cost out of it. It will basically help me to engage with you, and that revenue share will keep me going, that yes, we are partner in this and we collectively need to increase the business with you. So
Yeah.
to Chris, to answer that question, that is what Graphy like believes upon, and that's the main agenda of Graphy,
Yeah.
to work together.
To this, Harsh, so basically, when I was actually interested, I also now take care of the US business apparently for the, for our expansion. I mean, in terms of US and Canada region. And I was actually, whenever looking at the pricing, right? So what I would usually tell my clients who are, actually trying to expand their business, I mean, they're in the starting stage, right? I mean, if I see any clients in that particular stage, so what I usually go through the pricing part, right? Because see, $499 is what we charge annually. And let us say we bifurcate our services, what we are offering. So that is more than what the $499 actually was. So basically, let us take just a Zoom session, which is gonna cost you around $150 to $200 based on the pricing that you are looking for annually. I mean, even if you add on discounts and everything, that will be somewhere around $150 to $200. And the integration part, okay, so when we're coming to integration of the iOS or the app integration, so any website to the the app integration or the app launch, and all of this will cost you no less than 150 to again another $200 annually. I mean, if you use any other third party platforms by yourself, and let us say I myself need to launch my business, I have a website. Now I need to launch a iOS app, integrate both, and all this would cost you at least another $150. So
At least. I mean, I had a friend who has a business who built out an app and it cost her $10,000 just with all the certificates, with all the security. I mean, it's insane. And that was only 3 years ago. So how much, you know, technology has caught up since then is wild.
and I'm not even talking about the point of building an app, right? So because integration is a whole different game. So I'm just talking integration, and that integration itself is going to cost you a few $100s a month sometimes. Or if you're looking at complete integration of chat and marketing and all of these would again at least cost no less than $1,000 annually. So that's what the least that I'm expecting. So when I'm looking at the product and all the features it is giving at this pricing is very much unbelievable, to be honest, because I myself have been into different agencies that we cater to, and I see the product and their integrations has been widely used. And I'm kind of a proud of Graphy as well again, so that is there. And the time that we are now expanding our business to other countries, and of course in India we are like, of course, we are own around 65% of the market share in India in the creators and the educators business. Yeah. So why the major success we saw, Amy, is that not because of charging any onboarding fees to the customer, but the creative, the creative interest that we share with our educators, right? For their marketing, for their sales and their sales funneling. Nobody actually gives any importance. Like we do have other companies that we have done integrations with, but we don't see the kind of motive to support our customers. So, but for us, it's been our motive, because if we support our customers to make money and grow their business, of course that is exactly when Graphy grows, right? So that is the whole agenda for the Graphy when it comes to the customer growth and the customer success.
Right. And I mean, it's just the value is unbelievable. Those of you like Deb, you know how hard it is to like rein all this in, because you've been trying to do it yourself for quite a few years too. And so the fact when I found this, I was like, what? This exists? Are you kidding me? And I was a really early adopter. I think I started with Graphy. They actually were a different platform and they got bought out by Graphy. So I think I've been on here for like 3 years, like when they very first started. So it's amazing for me to see how much they've built out. Like when I started, you couldn't do the free webinar. So that's something new. The coupon codes weren't as easy to do. There's just so many capabilities. And the cool thing is they're always building it out. So there will be more integrations and there will be, more updates to the whole infrastructure. So, and they really take feedback and, try and make it happen for you.
Yes.
And the fact that people are willing to sit with you and work with you one-on-one, you're not going to find that anywhere. Like that to me is also the biggest selling point, because for me, my number one goal is to make sure all my clients and students are happy. So it's the same with Graphy. And so they're going to walk you through it step by step, which is huge.
Yes. And also I'd like to add some other points in terms of the technical support and the customer support that we are offering, right? So even now, let us say Harsh has given us a clear in-depth about the product. I'm pretty sure if I am I'm one of the audience, of course I'll have a number of doubts when I start with it, right? I mean, I will be stuck somewhere. So what Graphy has done here, people, that we have created each and every training videos on each and every pointers that Harsh has just made, right? So which means, let us say now Harsh has taken about 45 minutes, let us say, and we have total of around 7 hours of training sessions on each and everything. Like the total is 7 hours, which has how to integrate the payments, how to have webinars getting hosted, how to make a coupon code, how to make an affiliate link, how to launch the website, how to integrate it. Each and every concept has a detailed training video, right? Mm-hmm. And the other part is, let us say a customer buys out the product, he or she will have 3 to 4 dedicated one-on-one call with the CSM team initially to make sure your product is on the launch. So that is exactly how we spoon feed, particular clients, because we know that is important, right? Because we don't want to miss out them not being, knowing about the features or not being able to use our product, because that is the agenda again. So we want our customers to use all the features and make sure everything is in line and automated. So basically, that is also again a next feature that we are trying to make in Graphy, that our product team is continuously working on making things automated, in terms of hosting multiple webinars, automatically monetize your marketing channel, because even now we have a lot of customers that run multiple marketing campaigns, but they have to do it themselves, right? So now we are planning up to partner with the third party vendor called Settle, so which uses AI to customize your marketing campaigns, and even when you sleep, you can just run marketing campaigns based on the lowest CPL rate, and to get more number of audience and all this. So this is something new that we are doing it. And of course, we have weekly updates on product right now. So we are coming up with at least one new feature every week. So that is the the amount of concentration and the interest the Graphy is putting on their product. And probably that is again one of the major reason, I would say, to our expansion as well as our growth in India business until now.
That's amazing. And the fact that this is worldwide is so cool, because there's a lot of, I know some of you take, trainings, courses from people all over the world. So you want to be able to also reciprocate that and market to people all over the world and take their currency, which is not something that everyone offers. Someone asked, do all the trainings have closed captionings? Yes. So that was something I made sure, because that's the type of learner I am. So I know, like, I made sure we were a couple of minutes late because I was getting the captions together. So it's funny that you asked that. I'm a huge caption person, and that's the only way I can learn or read or understand things. I was telling a client recently that I just understand energy. So it's like, I'm not even listening to what most people are saying. I just understand what it is. So no matter the language you're speaking, I kind of understand things, but I need to go back and read it. So yeah, great question.
Yeah. And yeah, so these are the few things that I wanted to add in. And so what, how I would like to proceed this, Amy, is that, I've given the registration link, or to schedule a personal demo with our, our customer support team, or the, the pre-sale team that we talk about, which is Harsh is one among the same team who can also guide you. So basically, I've given you a type form which directly, puts you guys in touch with Harsh. You guys can schedule a demo with him to understand the product more deeper, or let us say in terms of understanding all the integrations or everything. So you can just fill up the registration form. I think I've already done it. Let me reshare that once again. So you guys can use this demo to, per se, make your demos with the Harsh. So you guys can do it, or you guys can need to proceed with the registrations. Our team will be getting in touch with you tomorrow, probably during the same time. Okay, so you guys can discuss this in and around how we can take it, and the pricing as well, of course. And people who want to go through the payment structures right now, they can do it. But yeah, it's an option. I mean, if you guys need it, I can help you guys, with a Stripe link. You guys can go and buy the product right away. But yeah, let me not do it. So I'm just giving an option, guys. So you guys can fill up the form, and our team will get in touch with you to understand more deeper, because I feel there's a right way of doing a business.
Absolutely. If you can just also put in the direct payment link, so they have that would be great too.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to pop in the link for my Manifest Your Biz class. I think most of you are in it, but if you decide this is something you want to do, I'm going to be walking you through all sorts of AI tech and how to use, all of this in your business, and talk about marketing, all sorts of stuff. So if that's something you are interested in too, you can check it out there. Any other questions, concerns? I think everyone really gets the gist of how inclusive this is. And I really don't do affiliate type things, but with this, I was like, people need to know about this. Like, I have so many friends in the industry that, like Deb, that could be utilizing this and just don't know about it, and instead are making themselves crazy, spending so much money on Zoom, spending money on email platforms, spending money on, you know, online course booking, all the things. So instead, this is like the cheapest you're going to get. And, you know, I'm smarter, not harder, all the bang for your buck, and just kind of figuring out what exactly, you know, is out there that we don't know about. And I do a lot of research. I'm always working, and, you know, found this. So I wanted to be able to share that with people. So that's my why.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So any other questions or anything else? I think he put in the registration. Let's see. For the 2-year, do you have the one for the $14.99? The one that's
So not exactly, you know, I mean, so I
Okay.
don't for the 14.99. Because, you know, when people are going for the rice plan, we will have a complete,
Okay.
discussion in terms of going on full-fledged, right? So we do you know, the client background research, you know, how can we do it? So that is again
Absolutely.
because we don't want anybody to pay 14.99 and, you know,
That
not knowing
doesn't.
knowing how to make a business, right? So we want them to be a clear understanding, because again, there's a huge difference between the freemium and the rice plan. So it's about
Yeah.
1,000. So we ought to make sure that worth the price of why you know, why they are paying based on that. But yeah, the people who can get in touch with us on the registration, so our team will, you know, get in touch to you guys by email, of course, in the same time maybe. Or you know, when you guys fill up the form, you can also Harsh will send you the Calendly form. You guys can reschedule a one-on-one meet with Harsh, and then take a call. So
Sure, sure.
Yeah,
Looking
and
forward to have more
definitely
interaction.
set up that one-on-one call, because you will understand so much more when you're able to talk and pick their brains and ask them all the questions.
yeah.
Okay, anything else?
From my end, I think it's done. So yeah, I'm just hoping if you guys have any questions, me and Harsh are happy to help. So yeah, and guys, don't miss out to fill up the registration form. So yeah, that's the one thing that we can way to reach out to you guys and solve any queries or any questions that we have. We can do it. And of course, for us, it's foremost important to understand the customer service rather than, you know, or the service that we want to offer to a customer rather than, you know, asking them to join Graphy, right? So that is important. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much. And you all know how to get a hold of me. You can email me at amy.dascola@gmail.com, or find me on my website, amy.dascola.com, or you can find me on Instagram, Amy Dascola only. No more Amy Dascola Medium, and someone has stolen that handle, so just be aware. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope to talk with all of you soon. And my members, I will see you tomorrow night. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, Amy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, team. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.